What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Mastering the Vortex. I wanted to do a special video today for the 2/2/2020 palindrome. So I want to get a read on that, get some energies for this week. So I'll be doing this weekly here for this week up until the full moon in Leo on Sunday. So let's jump right in. Moon's in Taurus, so let's start with Taurus. What's up with Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the message for this week? Ooh, that flew out quick for my Taurus people. February 2nd to the 9th. So what's up with Taurus? Taurus, we got number 25. Number 25 for my Taurus. I'm using Oracle of Visions today, so let's check this out. What we got for my Taurus? Number 25. Taurus, misleading, illusion, confusion. Do not be misled by what you see around you or be influenced by what you see. You live in a world which is a playground of illusion, full of false past, false values, and false ideals, but you are not part of that world. Sai Baba quote there. What we experience and how we interact is often indirect and from a distance. Physical interaction that would normally have provided all of our senses an opportunity for feedback and assessment is now increasingly being replaced by virtual alternatives. From email and texting to social networking, our relationships are becoming increasingly defined by virtual interaction that can distort and substitute reality. We can now create multiple new identities, Taurus. How we go about quantifying people and events is now increasingly based on new paradigms that can provide a false perspective both for viewed and viewer alike. Interesting start there for my Taurus. What's up with my Geminis for this week? February 2nd to the 8th. What's up with my Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's up with my Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. 2nd through the 8th February, please. What's up with my Geminis? Here we go. Gemini, we got number 51. Number 51 for my gems. Make sure you can see that. Yeah, number 51 for my Geminis. Messages, deadlines, anticipation, Gemini. Waiting. All my life I've been waiting for my life to begin, as if somehow my life was ahead of me and that someday I would arrive at it. Cameron Manheim. Waiting for a message to arrive can bring anxiety, fear, hope, good news or bad news, acceptance or rejection. A ticking clock counts down the time remaining. A young woman has been waiting anxiously, and the sleeping dog suggests she has done so for some time. The phone is silent, and the bouquet of roses suggests a previous response was received, but from whom? The same sender or someone else. Either way, the anticipated answer finally arrives, but by now the clock indicates that the hour is past. Just in time or too late, Gemini? The process of waiting for a response isn't merely one of passing the time patiently. The immediacy or tardiness of the response may also provide some insight beyond the message itself. A deadline imposed may be tied to a condition or ultimatum. Is there flexibility, or has the opportunity been lost, Gemini? Waiting on a message, or has it already come, Gemini? We shall see this week. What's up with my Cancers? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's the message for Cancer? February 2nd through the 8th. So we'll be doing a full moon reading this weekend for Leo. Full moon in Leo this weekend. Hopefully you could join me for that. If you'd like to make a donation, my Zelle or Venmo is vortex9876@yahoo.com. What's up with my Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? These messages may resonate, may not resonate. If they do, please leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, share, whatever you like. All support is appreciated, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. What's up with my Cancers? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the weekly message for Cancer? One more shuffle. For my Cancers. What's up with Cancer? Cancer, we got number 50. Now we're going sequentially, 50 for my Cancers. Curiosity, comparisons, dissatisfaction. One of the most tragic things I know about human nature is that all of us tend to put off living. We are all dreaming of some magical rose garden over the horizon instead of enjoying the roses that are blooming outside our windows today. Dale Carnegie. Make sure you can see that. We are driven at first by curiosity and then by dissatisfaction to consider alternatives to our present circumstances. The grass appears to be greener on the other side of the fence, or so we believe. And so it is with this visual take on the tale of the Little Mermaid. The glass sphere provides her with a means of briefly experiencing another world, and much like a vacation away from home or brief foray into a lifestyle, the experience can provide to be intoxicating. It may turn out to be something that leaves us discontent, or it may provide the impetus to move on and make such changes permanent. But we should be wary and consider carefully whether we would truly belong in this new environment. We should try to judge it for what it would be in reality. The attraction and appeal of those brief encounters may not survive a lengthier commitment. Cancer. All right. Grab some water here. What's up with my Leos? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the message for this week? February 2nd through the 8th. This message for my Leos. What's up with my Leos? What's up with Leo? What is up with Leo? Too good. Let me get one more shuffle here for my Leos. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the message for this week? For my Leos. Leo, we got number 19. Number 19. For my Leos. Contemplation, analysis, awareness. Man is the only animal for whom his own existence is a problem which he has to solve. Eric Fromm. While we share common traits with all other living entities and are indeed linked to them in so many ways, our humanity is probably best defined by our awareness of ourselves. We alone can look up at the sky and contemplate our role in the universe. We alone have the freedom of choice and the capability of rational thought beyond survival and procreation. We alone can question relative values and choose right from wrong. Our consciousness is both a blessing and a burden. It provides us with the ability to ponder and question. More than any other living entities, we have the capacity to consider variables and options for the future, and to be better encouraged or concerned about the possibilities, Leo. Possibilities. What are the possibilities for you this week, Leo? What's up with my Virgos? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the message for this week? February 2nd through the 8th. What's up with my Virgos? What's up with Virgo? What's up with my Virgos? One more shuffle for my Virgos. There we go, Virgo. We got number 47. 47. This one's about helping, reaching out, helping hands. 47. Healing, caring, friendships. The power of love to change bodies is legendary, built into folklore, common sense, and everyday experience. Love moves the flesh. It pushes matter around. Throughout history, tender loving care has uniformly been recognized as a valuable element in healing. Larry Dossey. Virgo, if healing is to make one whole and love is a path to healing, then the healing energy of a loving friendship is a sacred act. This card is an indication to either give or receive the healing energy of love. A woman appears to rest or sleep in a circle of healing light. If we could see Reiki energy as though it were radiant light, it would perhaps look like this. The flawless circle suggests perfection and completeness. Make sure y'all can see that. Hands reach out to send help and heal. They suggest that one of the main reasons we are here is to love and heal one another. A simple touch or caring gesture from a friend can mean so much. Excellent, Virgo. Awesome. Reach out and help someone this week. So for my Libras, Libra, Sun and Rising of Venus. What is the message for this week, February 2nd through the 8th? What is the message for Libra? What's up with my Libra gang? What's up with my Libras? One more shuffle. What's up with my Libra? Libra, number 43, number 43. Obsession, delusion, self-interest, Libra. Nature never deceives. It is we who deceive ourselves. Jean-Jacques Rousseau. A stream of light permeates a darkened room, revealing a solitary figure. Like Miss Havisham from Great Expectations, she sits in a world of her own isolation. Her reflections are her only companions. She preens herself, yet again reassuring herself with false truths. The mirrors do not lie, but her obsession does. Indulging her only with the images that she wants to see, her excesses represent an ever-increasing desire to create an ideal that is never achieved or in reality is not even required. We shall look in the mirror and see our true reflection, Libra, as others would see us, and strip away the psychological makeup of ego and vanity. Boom. What's up with my Scorpios? Scorpio, Sun and Rising of Venus. What is the message for Scorpio this week? February 2nd through the 8th. What is the message for Scorpio? What's up with Scorpio? Messy over here. What's up with my Scorpio? Sun and Rising of Venus. What is the message for Scorpio? One more. Here we go, Scorpio. Scorpio. We got number 44. 44 for my Scorpios. Unison, common goals, shared values, at one with others, Scorpio. It is probably not love that makes the world go round, but rather those mutually supportive alliances through which partners recognize their dependence on each other for the achievement of shared and private goals. Fred Allen. This card shows us a sense of belonging. We are at one with our surroundings and our relationships with others. We can move together with a common direction or purpose. Our presence is accepted and welcome. A young girl glides effortlessly through a gated lake in the companionship of a group of swans. Their speed and direction in unison, they become of one mind. They symbolize finding new friends or a group who share similar ideas. There is a strong affinity with other like-minded souls, Scorpio. Be wary of becoming just one of many. At some point, their actions, their direction, and their pace may not be yours. Where they are leading may not be the best path for you. All right, Scorpio. What's up with my Saggies? Sagittarius, Sun and Rising of Venus. What's up with Sagittarius for this week? 2nd through the 8th, February 2nd through the 8th. What's up with my Sagittarius? Ooh, too many. Oh, let's try that again. What's up with my Sagittarius? Sun and Rising of Venus. What's up with my Saggies? 2nd through the 8th, February. What's the message for the week for my Saggies? One more shuffle for my Sag. Sagittarius. There we go. Number 37 for Sagittarius. Number 37. Ooh. 37. Sagittarius, relationships, interactions with others. When something seems to be missing in your life, it usually turns out to be someone. Robert Brault. Our life is defined by relationships, family, partners, friends, and foes. Each enters and passes through like a comet crossing through our sky. Some shine briefly, but never to return again, and gradually fade from memory. Others settle in and remain in our orbit. A mechanical photography device displays those who have played a part in our lives. The intricate rotations create infinite combinations to represent the presence and partings. Mimicking the steps of an imaginary cosmic dance, some will remain as permanent participants, although their closeness will oscillate and be relative to each other. Additional frames will constantly be added, waiting to portray others who will enter our lives in the future, Sag. What's up with my Capricorns? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here's a message for Capricorn for this week, February 2nd to the 8th. What's up with Capricorn? What's up with Capricorn? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the message for this week? What's the message for Capricorn? Here we go, last shuffle. For my Caps. What's up with Capricorn? Boom. Damn. Number 15 for my Capricorns. Farewell, goodbyes, and closures, Capricorn. Forever and forever, farewell, Cassius. If we do not meet again, why, we shall smile. If not, why, then this parting was well made. William Shakespeare, Julius Caesar. This card portrays a farewell, which might be a final parting or a temporary goodbye. A tragic loss or simply a turned page could be leading to a new future. The woman's sober expression gives us no clue as to the content of her envelope. A farewell message, yes, but one received or to be given? The rose suggests a possible lover separation, but is it a final goodbye or a temporary one until next time? Either way, as any airport scene will demonstrate, departure lounges tend to be sadder than arrivals. The birds flying in the background suggest that a return is in the future. Our lives are a constant flow of farewells to people, places, and things, some with regret, but some with enthusiasm, as they are replaced with new options. All right, Capricorn. What's up with my Aquas? Aquas. What is up? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the message for this week for my Aquas, please? What is the message for Aquarius? Happy birthday to all my Aquariuses out there. Hope your month is going great. What's up with my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for this week? February 2nd through the 8th. What is up with my Aquarius? With Aquarius. Aquarius, number 26. We got number 26 for Aquarius. Past and future, fresh start, Aquarius. You just have to turn the page. It's tough knowing what has happened in the past and how close we've been, but you can't dwell in the past. This is the time to rewrite a new chapter for the future, Aquarius. Hopefully we can put ourselves in a position where we'll all be happy. Donovan McNabb. Interesting. We're often encouraged to live in the moment, enjoy the present, and not to dwell too much on either the past or the future. Yet in a sense, the present is the least consequential of the three concepts. It's merely an abstract state that we inhabit but for an instant. In this frozen moment, the woman balances symbols of the enduring concepts of time that precede and follow on from it. On one side is the past, which is now locked and cannot be changed, symbolized by a book on its last page and fully written. But there is also a mirror, as the past still provides value as a reference for reflection and for appraisal and lessons learned. On the other side of her, there's a key that will open doors to new opportunities and a blank book ready to be written, Aquarius. Are you ready to step into the future and leave the past behind? Well, are you, Aquarius? Are you, Aquarius? Pisces. What's up with my Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Fish fan. What's up with my fish for this week? February 2nd through the 8th. What is the message for Pisces? What is up with Pisces? What is up with Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. One more shuffle for my Pisces. go, Pisces. It's rather interesting. Number 48. 48 for my Pisces. 48. Choices, risks, consequences for my Pisces. Men angered the gods with their pride, and in order to punish them, the gods looked on as Pandora opened her box, letting chaos loose, unknown. We may often be intrigued by what-if scenario. This card depicts curiosity, temptation, and wanting to know. It's natural to want to know or want to try, and the only way to find out is to try, Pisces. It's through such processes that we can grow and avoid stagnation. But there are causes and effects. Here, a regal queen opens a jeweled egg-shaped treasure from which flies a column of fairies. Glowing like fireflies, they are now free. What is unclear is whether the outcome of their release will be reflected on with their fondness or regret. Our acts invariably result in consequences, both good or bad. So there is a balance to be struck. Unless we try, we'll never know, and that in turn may be a lost opportunity that will gnaw away if not acted upon. But equally so, are we fully appreciative of the possible repercussions that may result? Ponder that one, Pisces. Ponder that one. What's up with my Aries? Sun, rising Venus. What's up with my Ram fam? Ram fam. What's up with my Rams? What's up with Aries? Sun, rising Venus. What is the message for this week? February 2nd through the 8th. What's up with my Aries? What's up with my Aries? One more shuffle for my Aries. What's up with Aries? Got number 46. Man, we've gone through almost all the high cards today. Number 46 for my Aries. This is interesting. Aries, connections, putting the pieces together, coming to conclusions. To the question of your life, you are the answer, and to the problems of your life, you are the solution. Joe Cordair. A young woman sits on a bridge, a physical and metaphysical connecting point between here and there. Her identity is initially concealed not only to us, but also to herself. She is in essence finding her true self. Ooh, nice one, Aries. You finding your true self? She reaches out to gather pieces of a puzzle, and with each one finds clues and discovers more about herself. Each of us attempts to make sense of our place as we search for connection and relationship with others. Gradually, despite failures and experimentation along the way, an image starts to take form. Increasing clarity manifests itself from the initial confusion. The process is self-reinforcing and often becomes easier and accelerates as more pieces are added, each finding their corresponding place. Eventually, a point is reached where everything comes into focus and starts to make sense, Aries. Yes. If you were searching for clarity this week, or have been searching for clarity, this is the week that you will gain it. All right, last but not least, Shaman Oracle. I'm going to use Shaman Oracle to clarify. Ooh. What is the message for this week? February 2nd through the 8th. Shaman Oracle, please. What's the message for this week, please? Shaman Oracle. What's the message for this week? What's the message for this week? Shaman Oracle. February 2nd through the 8th. So, Shaman Oracle. A couple more shuffles here. Shaman Oracle, what is the message for this week, please? There we go. Oh man, Wild Woman. We got the Wild Woman. This one came out for me on Christmas, so let loose, be free, let's go. Wild Woman, number 62, y'all. Wild Woman, the essence. When the Wild Woman dances into your reading, she reminds you of the essence of authenticity and freedom. Divested of all social constraints and cultural conformity, the Wild Woman holds up a mirror to your essential self, the true essence of who you are and who you're meant to become. She is a reminder of the bright light within each of us that gets dimmed by the restrictions imposed upon us by the expectations of society. She reminds us that in order to be fully present to life, we must uncover the light and let it shine brightly, regardless of the perceived consequences. Yes, y'all. Aquarius season, bringing out this, shining brightly. When the Wild Woman comes, the invitation. When the Wild Woman comes to dance in your reading, you're invited to shine brightly and to know that your true self is being called out to engage the world. This is a symbol that your long-held dream is beginning to take root and wants to be expressed. Your authentic self doesn't fit in a box. It needs the freedom to shine. It's time to have courage and step into the light. So true. The Wild Woman says, shine brightly, dance with abandon, be yourself, and let the Great Spirit decide what happens. You'll be happy you did. Let's go with the flow, guys. Shine brightly, go with the flow. The medicine. Excess for its own sake is a sign of imbalance. This is a warning that you may be trapped in obsessive thinking or behavior, looking for release in places that will never provide it. Let go, lest you become like the hungry ghost or Chinese Buddhist lore that can never be fulfilled. True release comes from trusting the fluidity of life, understanding that just as a river needs its banks to flow through, so too do you need boundaries around your thinking and behavior. Now is the time to simplify, be mindful, and connect to that light within. Oh yes, excellent message for this week coming up. I'm Shaman Oracle. Thank you very much. Thank you everybody for tuning in today. Have a great rest of the day. Have a great rest of the week. Happy 2/2/2020. And I will see you on the full moon this weekend in Leo. Enjoy that energy, y'all. Shine brightly. If you'd like to make a donation to my Zelle or my Venmo, the email is vortex9876@yahoo.com. All the love, much love, all donations are appreciated, and I can't wait to see you till next time. Mastering the Vortex, and I'm out.